Alright, so I want to go over Scarlet with you guys. I see this happen all the time when, people are new to the game. They say, oh, what's a good character to learn? I'm just getting to the game. Well, who's easy? People say the obvious, Liu Kang, Scorpion, blah, blah, blah. Like, who gives a shit, right? And they always say Scarlet. Oh, she has easy combos, she's a zoner, blah, blah, blah. That shit cracks me the fuck up. That it really does, because I think she's probably one of the hardest characters in the game. Top 5 most difficult characters in the game, you know? I want to break down, first I want to tell you guys why I use this character. And then I'm going to go over why she's a difficult character. Okay, so the reason why I use Scarlet, here's the thing. She does not match my playstyle at all. Like, absolutely not. If it came down to it, my playstyle is like Yas Queen Cassie and Aaron Black, 52 pickup Aaron Black. Those two variations fit my playstyle perfectly. Like, if I'm trying to win, a tournament, I'm using those two variations. They just match my playstyle. I like to rush motherfuckers down. Both have good mids. They're just, it just fits me. I like to rush and shit like that. Scarlet, on the other hand, she's not really a rushdown character. I make her into a rushdown character. She has really long buttons, like extremely long buttons. But the thing is, I think she's really fun to play. I think she's a challenging character to play as. And then 3, there's a lot of depth to her. There is a shit ton of depth to her. Compared to most characters, like they're just characters where it's like I just need 5 minutes. I figured them out already. With Scarlet, I'm still like there's so much. There's just so much. I could just go on days and days talking about her. With other characters, it's like give me 20 minutes. I'll literally explain the entire character to you. But Scarlet's not one of those characters. So here's the thing about Scarlet. People say she has easy combos, right? Her main combo starter, her only combo starter, is this right here. This guy. 13 frames, and it's a high, as you see right there. It's a high. The only thing you can really do, right, is what a lot of people say. It's for punishing, like, boom, and then whatever, right? I say I landed those 2 kicks, and that's 29%, no bars. Pretty good, right? It's a very, very easy combo. I'll give you guys that. It is very, very easy. 29% is very easy. But if you're only using this move for that, then this is why a lot of people don't understand why Scarlet, like they just don't understand this character. If you're only using this move for punishing, there's so many mind games to this move. There's a lot, but here's the thing. I think this is her best move, hands down. This is by far her best move. But it is a high, meaning, good Scarlet players make this shit feel like a mid. You have to space correctly. Like it just boom takes up the goddamn. Look how much range that has. Has really, really good range. There's so many things you can do. Step back overhead, 1, 2, step back sweep, and then you can do that. And then like, there's so much. This is not a fucking tech video, but I'm trying to like. There's so many crazy shit you can do with this move, but it's difficult to use because it's a high. You can get poked out of it. You can get uppercutted. There's just a lot of shit. But if you know how to use it properly, and you know what situation, like I can't do this, I can't do that because I will get. There's a good chance I can get crushing blowed or poked out. I can't do this. I have to be smart and like do stuff like that, like boom, step back and then do it. But then that's a risk as well. I can get poked, I can get down forward, whatever. It's a difficult move to use, but it's a really, really good move. If you're like a veteran with Scarlet and you know what you're doing, you gave a lot of players headache with this move, but it's a difficult one to use. So there's that. Combos easy, yes, but this move, like figuring out how to use it properly, is difficult to use, but it's very, very good. This is just my opinion, I put a lot of time into this character. This is just me. I think this is her best move, but whatever, right? So there's that. Next, people say she's a zoner, right? And to some extent, yeah, I guess you could say that. But here's the problem with her zoning. Everything is really slow. Everything is extremely slow. Every character You heard me. Every character that you do a trade with, they're going to hit you first. The only trade that I will take is tongue. Because they get knocked down, and then, you know, they have to guess whether you're going to throw a tongue again, or throw a blood ball, or whatever. This is not a tech video. But every character beats you out. Playing, like, against Scorpion, or Sub-Zero, or shit, even Liu Kang, or even Sonya, or Baraka, their projectiles is going to hit you first. Or you guys are going to trade, you know, like, if you trade with Sub-Zero, you're fucked, you're going to get full comboed. Her zoning is good against certain characters, but even against those certain characters, you can get zoned out. Like, I could pimp, you know, like Liu Kang, no fucking problem. But then at some point, if he gets, like, the advantage on me, and I'm, like, starting to fuck up, he's just gonna be throwing fireballs at me all day, and then I have to worry about him fucking doing his flying kick and all this bullshit. Her zoning is not easy at all, but you could cheese motherfuckers out. That is, you can, you know, if you set it. The thing about it is that you need to know when and what to use at what time, you know, because if you're just throwing blood ball and you're just throwing it, and your opponent's gonna throw their fucking, let's say Sonya, she's gonna throw her onion rings, it's not gonna be a good trade. It's really not. So you just gotta know what to use at what time, and it's difficult against a lot of characters using her zoning. So there's that. Is her zoning good? To some extent, yes. But against damn near the entire cast, they could hit you first. And that's just one thing that you're going to have to just learn about hit advantage on, like, when to throw shit and when not to throw shit. So there's that. Next, one of the things I really hate about Skarlet is this right here. This shit pisses me off. I'm even showing you this. Like, it really does. I wish this was a good stagger. Minus 13. Like, I wish I could do this and then walk up grab. I wish I could do that, but that's just not the case. This, I wish I could just do that and then walk up grab. Or I wish I could do this and then do a short hop or something like something. All of Skarlet's move, you heard me say this a million times, they all come out the same. 13, 13, 13. Her main mids all come out in 13. Right? This is a good mid for staggering and grabbing. It's good, right? But, like, I wish I could do this. I wish I could use this move the same way I use this one. Like, doing this into grabs is so good. But I can't, like, look at the difference, right? Look at the difference. I'm going to do that move and then grab him, right? All the way up close. Right? It's not that great of a stagger. Even this one as well. What's nice about this is that it creates space. Like, we're super close. It creates a good amount of space, right? And then, you know, you can do stuff like this, whatever, but this is not a tech video. These are terrible staggers. I can get punished for this, and I can get punished for this. Like, really? You're fucking me. And then the problem with these moves is, they're just very predictable. This is really all I could do. Or then throw a blood ball, or whatever, right? Like, the problem with it is that you know it's gonna be a 1-2. Like, staggering it is not good. So pretty much after you did this, you gave up your turn. And what makes it difficult is, you know, you got to create space and do this. You know, if I landed all the way up here, you know, I don't got to block, which is good. But, like, if you're doing shit up here, right, like, you pretty much ended up giving up your turn. So that's when you got to know how to space with Skarlet. You can't just pick up this fucking character and, like, master spacing. Shit takes time. If you want to get good at spacing, it takes fucking time. You know, you got to get your fundamentals and all of that. So there's that. Her mids are not that great, to be honest. But you can make them work. You can absolutely make them work. They're just not easy. This shit, you know, there's cool shit you can do with it, but again, it's not that easy. So there's that. And then probably my biggest complaint of Skarlet, another thing that really pisses me off when I think about it, are her fucking pokes. Alright, where do I begin? Her pokes are fucking terrible. They really, really are. They're fucking terrible. They really are. Her down one is decent. I like it. -5. Oh god. Whatever. A lot of characters are -3, but -5 for Skarlet, I guess. I guess, right? This poke is good. Again, it's a difficult poke to use because, you know, -10. I can get punished for this. But, you know, if you space it right, you're not going to get punished. But you pretty much have to block right after. You pretty much, or if you're using this, you maybe go into that, fuck it, but again, whatever, right? And then her down 4 is probably the worst down 4 in the game. Great range, but the problem with it, the reason why I'm telling you it's terrible, if this shit whiffs, my opponent could literally jump up in the air and then combo me. Or like, let's say, or like, not only that, but it's like, let's say my opponent does a jump kick and he blocks and I'm gonna throw this shit, he can literally jump out of it. Like, throwing this is a risk, even up close. Even if I have the hit advantage, it's a risk because he could, some characters could jump over this shit and then boom, you get hit and it's terrible. And there's no real mind game. This is the only real mind game to it. Like I can't even do this and go into like trance or something because I can get poked out. I can even get poked out of this. So, yeah, these are my complaints about Skarlet. I don't know, hopefully someone at NRS watches this video and just realizes that, you know, there's a lot of shit that this character needs. There really is. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I don't want to make it too long, so holla back. Check you bastards later. Deuces.